Thailand's northeast or Isan is a region with unique characteristics in terms of history and archaeology, tradition and culture, local dialects and performing arts, and has been branded as the country's cradle of learning and civilization. Up to 90% of religious sanctuaries or the ancient Khmer art in Thailand are in the northeast. Among them is Prasat Hin Phimai, Thailand's largest sandstone sanctuary built in the Mahayana Buddhism. Prasat Hin Phimai is situated in the Phimai Historical Park and was constructed in approximately the early 12th century in the area of Phimai City or Vimayapura, a city of nearly a millennium-old civilization, as evident from the inscription on the stone door frame of the sanctuary's front gallery. Major buildings include the Naga Bridge at the main entrance to the principal Prang Tower, with all balustrades being carved into 7-headed Nagas. The principal Prang Tower itself was built of white sandstone and faces south, unlike other religious sanctuaries from the ancient Khmer Empire that usually face east. The tower is ornately decorated with stone carvings in various parts and enshrines a sacred image inside. This religious place of worship is an attestation of the greatest significance to the evolution of human society in terms of construction, arts, beliefs, and religion during the 12th to 13th centuries AD on the Moon River Basin. The fertile land had a glorious past and attained the peak of its prosperity in the reign of King Chaivaraman VII before falling into decline. Only stone sanctuaries have survived the passing of time to give traces to its momentous history. This is a precious piece of historical evidence that has undergone a restoration to resume its elegance to be appreciated by visitors. Prasat Hin Phimai is also an architectural as well as sculptural masterpiece that once gave influence to several stone sanctuaries in Asia, including Angkor Wat in Cambodia. The Phimai community around the area of Phimai Historical Park was first settled in around the 7th century and grew to become a large cradle of the ancient Khmer civilization in the Moon River Basin in around the 11th century. This is evidenced by various finds from the excavation, such as the so-called Phimai black pottery and blue glass and stone beads. The community's area is fertile and fed by many rivers, with a unique identity in various aspects including local dialect, food, textiles, and Korat or Sisawat cat, a world-renowned breed of Siamese blue-gray-eyed cat local to Phimai. In realizing such significance, the Tourism Authority of Thailand has cooperated with the Fine Arts Department, Phimai Vidyalai School, Nakhon Ratchasima College of Dramatic Art, Nakhon Ratchasima Province, and related parties in the private sector to launch the Vimaya Natakan Light and Sound presentation project entitled Vimayapura, a land conjured by God, at the Phimai Historical Park in Phimai District, Nakhon Ratchasima, as part of the Phimai Festival. The objectives of this project are to encourage awareness among the Thai people in the conservation of Thai arts and culture and value the country's historical and archaeological sites. It is also intended to make known among Thais and international tourists of the local identity for them to remember and understand more of the Northeastern way of life and culture, enhance the community's economy through tourism income distribution, while also making the community realize the benefits of ecotourism and treasure their own culture and sources of learning. The Phimai festival also features an exhibition on the conservation of the local arts and culture to encourage the local people to treasure their ancient monuments. Phimai's local products and food fair, as well as guided tour around the sanctuary during the day by youth tourist guides who are school children that have been taught to speak English. The Vimaya Natakan Light and Sound presentation entitled Vimayapura, a land conjured by God, features a blend of the light, sound, and image to recount the history of Prasat in Phimai, which was constructed out of a Khmer king's faith toward the Trinity gods, Siva, Vishnu, and Brahma. Such faith was expressed through the devoted construction of a great and beautiful stone sanctuary as a place of worship for the gods. The sanctuary had gone through periods of glory and decline with the passing of time, and eventually a restoration and conservation as it now appears. The presentation is expressed through dancing, imitation of carvings at the sanctuary, and an imitated procession of offerings to the Lord Buddha. All performers are local students and villagers with the help of the light and sound technology to add more attractiveness, spectacular view, and impression to the show. Video mapping or the projection of images onto the monument are used to guide viewers' imagination. Narration is available in 3 languages, namely English, French, and Japanese. Cultural performances of the lower northeast are also inserted during the show, including Rươm Trot, villagers gathering, going from house to house to collect donations for merit making and singing to bless the donors, and Rươm Kranop Ting Tong, a funny dance in imitation of a grasshopper. These folk dances are adjusted to be more lively and enjoyable, but still maintaining the inherited cultural root. The introduction into the presentation will also be made in the local dialect by youth guides from the local guide volunteer club, which is another uniqueness of this presentation. In organizing the Vimaya Natakan Light and Sound presentation, it is anticipated that visitors as well as the local community will become implanted with conservative awareness of Thai arts and culture and help to treasure the precious historical and archaeological sites for our cultural heritage to continue to exist.